and welcome, lovely folk. So this will be your full moon. Pick a card. I chose 3 different deck star cards for you to pick from. I will of course give you a moment to really look at them and connect with your intuition to guide you to the one that feels right for you. First, let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do a close-up of each card as well. And I think I will also, for those who would like to pick by their zodiac, I will go ahead and pick those for you as well. So for pile 1, oh, 2 came out. We have Leo, we have Aries, we have Capricorn, and Cancer. For pile 2, we have Libra, Pisces, Scorpio, and Gemini. For pile 3, Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus, and Aquarius. Alright, so there we have it. We did get some good stuff, and definitely look forward to hearing from you, and I welcome any likes, comments, or subscribes. They greatly help out, boost this channel to get these messages out for those they're meant for. Alright, without further ado, we will dive right in. Hello and welcome, pile 1. This will be your reading. Your deck is the Botticelli deck. We're going to start off with tea leaf, get the Botticelli card. I'll perhaps, if we must clarify, use the Enchanted World Tarot. And lastly, we'll get you an affirmation card. Alright, so let's go ahead and get your cards here. Interesting, there's like a kind of shift here, and where the split was. A lot of them were kind of shifting. Okay. So we have Rat. Wow, okay, so your meditation, I got that song. Rat in a Cage. I don't know if that's what it's called. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. So I got like about, if you're feeling like this inner rage and this feeling of guilt, forgive yourself, make amends, and course correct your path and karma. You are not your actions and can guide yourself. And also with that, So I looked at the clock before I started your reading and it was 11:17, so I felt like that was important. But also I got an image of a harp and that a peaceful time is coming. So I think especially it's about like forgiving yourself. It says here, rat, someone working against you or behind your back, but I actually, especially since I got that song, I feel like it was more so self-sabotage. So like you working against yourself, and that this is something that you are working to change. Especially if you're called to this reading, like I'm doing the star cards, which is about healing, hope, guiding oneself to their highest self. So this is definitely something you are correcting and working on. We have marriage. How am I going to do this? We'll put this over here. We have September. Younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. October. So perhaps these last few months have been very important on your journey, or it could be leading into next year. Dusk, pay attention to your work. Hopefully these are still visible. We have Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. I am kind of feeling with that. Perhaps you perhaps you often deal with your own stubbornness getting in your way, and I am not calling you out at all. I think we all go there to a degree, and I myself can be quite stubborn, so definitely not calling you out. But just I think this has to do with those emotions, that inner rage that you might have going on that's causing you to self-sabotage, and that to know that stubbornness can actually be a gift. It can also be like a strong will, which can be a driving force. So use that to your advantage. Just, find where you can maneuver that stubbornness out of one area and into a different area, sort of channeling it, honing it. All right, we have horseshoe. Good luck. Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Older man. Dealings or relationship with an older man. This is kind of reminding me of one of the readings that I did recently for the monthlies. They had they had younger man, was it just man and older man? And it was like, almost like working on that masculine energy, that divine masculine. Chair empty, someone is leaving your life. And it doesn't have to be, take things as you feel it, as you resonate with it. And handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Now, of course, we can't pull the star card out of here because it's already your over casting energy. Spirit guides and angels, messages for pile one, please. Please guide pile one for their highest good. What does pile one need to see? Just good. Okay. Messages for pile 1, please. Oh wow, quite a bit there. Okay. But we will honor it. Okay. We have 5 of Pentacles in the reverse here. So I'm seeing that you are working on your inner security. You are healing yourself here. You've been working on your inner security, your I just got feeling comfortable in your own skin and trusting that peaceful times are coming, trusting in your abilities, and that you are able to guide yourself. And know that you are also being guided, of course. With this handshake, I'm kind of seeing it as your guides like reaching out to you. You are being guided, but that this is a very important period for you to like really connect with yourself here, connect with your higher self, align to that path. We have the 9 of Pentacles, but it is in the reverse here as a challenge. So perhaps some of you feel afraid to go it alone. Or again, you just don't trust your abilities. Okay, God, like the universe will always provide what you need. Trust that. You may have had things ripped away from you in the past that weren't meant for you, and it's caused some worry, but you were meant to go through this for a reason, to like sort of structure you in a way. I also just got the only way out is through. So it's like often our like very fears become, and our very weaknesses become our strengths when we just face them. And so I think your challenge here is to step out into the world as your own independent person. You may also have even felt kind of oppressed. You perhaps felt, and this is something you're healing through, but in your past, this was something that you've dealt with, and I see now it's time that you walk your own path, and it's just a little bit challenging and scary because of ways you've perhaps been conditioned, but you are breaking down that foundation, which is why it's like uncertain and scary, because you know you're having to break down a foundation and start at the beginning in a way. But ultimately I think this is going to build you up even stronger than you could even imagine. Alright, let's see your outcome here. Well, we have the 10 of Pentacles. You're definitely going to do it. You're going to exceed your own expectations even. You're going to be quite fulfilled. You're going to have rebuilt something way better. You're perhaps going to rebuild in the area of like you're going to create a family for yourself. You're going to create financial stability. You're going to feel quite secure in that area. Actually, like I said, I think it's going to exceed your expectations, you're going to do quite well. We have the Two of Wands. So not only that, but you're going to plan even further. I see some of you making like a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. And of course, like, not getting, you never want to get caught in expectation. Always keep the door wide open to possibilities. And like, you know, you always want to keep a clean slate. But I see you weaving in so many things that you are going to manifest here. We have the King of Chalices, which is equivalent to the King of Cups here. You're going to be so fulfilled. This is very wonderful energy. Now I do see, especially because I am seeing here the Sun in reverse. So I think that, so sometimes it's kind of reminding me of the greedy cup. What is that called? Somebody's cup, but also known as the greedy cup, where it's like you keep reaching, you keep wanting to attain, that you might miss out on the happiness, on the joy. So slow down, make sure. Okay, I think because perhaps you go into this with this thinking you won't get there, that when you do get there, it can cause you to sort of miss out on actually enjoying it. So go slow. That is just kind of a warning there. Also, being mindful not to let pride or ego get in the way. Try not to boast, try not to, try to remember where you came from, but not in a harmful way. Like, don't do so in a way that's going to make you feel poorly, but do so in a way to really help you just appreciate where you are, and also appreciate all the journeys that, all the different paths people take, all walks of life. Alright, but then we have the Wheel. So this is fated. This is something, like, you are meant to go through this. I think it's because of that very thing that you're being warned about, is to just be mindful, to remember all you've experienced, because the good can sometimes come in and make you forget your humility. So remember where you came from, because that was a part of your journey, and that was like meant to help shape you in some way. And lastly, we have Judgment. So yeah, very much so. Like, your lessons aren't over yet. I mean, in life, they always will continue to show up, but that, yeah, definitely just be very mindful as you attain these things, to be grateful, to hold on to that humility, to Let thine cup flow over, and to not fly too close to the sun. That's what I'm getting with this. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get your affirmation card. I feel like this was pretty clear. So you have great things coming ahead. Be excited. But again, like, stay grounded. And just keep working. Keep making those steps of especially the inner work. I mean, it says pay attention to your work, so I think it is in both regards, but you know, hold on to that inner work especially, so that once you do get there, you know, you actually that it's truly fulfilling. Spirit guides and angels, messages for pile 1, please. Any more messages for pile 1? Okay, just the one. Alright. I am in control of my thoughts, feelings, and choices. You are the creator of your life. What you think about yourself becomes your reality. Be gentle with yourself, compassionate, and trust yourself. You control your reality. Beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead and get your chart. Okay. We have this butterfly. We have 2 butterflies here. One with wide open wings and one that kind of looks like the way they look when they come up on your finger or to rest. When they like land on something. Also, okay, this is again giving me about the not flying too close to the sun. We have the sun here, which says that you will be fulfilled, you will have happiness. So the sun in reverse, don't like fret that. That doesn't mean you won't have any happiness. But I think it's, in this case, more so, it's really giving me that, oh, what's his name? It's not this. I keep thinking of Dionysus. Okay, I'm thinking of the one who flew close to the sun, but it made me think of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. But I'll put it up. I can't think of it at the moment. But yeah, so it's reminding me of that, but also again of your transformation, your inner journey, and how important that is. We have the tree here, which can be about family, but it can also be about your roots. Remembering where you come from, remembering your path, like not getting caught in the past, but when you do succeed this way, to like remember where you come from and to not, you know, get caught in the whirlwind that you fly too close to the sun. We have why. I think this is about the spiritual journey, the inner journey, and like questioning why with things, and again not getting caught, because your thoughts, feelings, and choices do affect your reality, but it is important to work through those things as well. So setting some time aside to allow yourself to think about it, but in a way that's not judgmental, in a way that is with love. And we have high. So this could be that a meeting with a stranger could be important. And is that the one? Yeah. So this could be about meeting somebody there. Alright, well, I thank you so much for being here and being a part of my journey, and welcoming me to be a part of your journey as well. Until next time, lovely folk. Hello and welcome, lovely folk. We're getting into the reading for pile 2 here. If you chose this card, the star card, then you have chosen the Tarot of the 1001 Nights. So we will start off with tea leaf, then we'll get into your tarot. I'll possibly clarify if needed with the Enchanted World Tarot, and then we'll grab some Happier Me affirmation cards and get some charms, of course. So let's go ahead and dive right in. This one too. Okay. All right. You know, I'm gonna pull these two out first. Okay, so we are starting off with marriage. Wow, if you watched my monthly for the new moon, you know that almost every zodiac sign, like nearly every sign, either got love or marriage. So something big is going on within you know, worldly matter that's going to be opening up heart chakras. Like, we're entering a season of love of some kind, apparently, from what I can see and feel. Like, because I definitely felt like it was more about, like, within the next year, and I felt like that this is something beyond just, yeah, like there's gonna be heart chakras opening up all around. All right, and then we have May. So May could be like you may already have a wedding planned and it's going to be in May. You know, May could have some other significance. You might meet somebody that leads into marriage. It could be, you know, another factor, like perhaps your birthday is in May. You know, May just has some kind of significance here. We have forest, muddled, unclear thinking. So perhaps you've been feeling some brain fog lately. Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. And work, achievement, success. Dragon, beware of self-delusion. I feel like that goes with the muddled, unclear thinking. Perhaps you're attaching to expectation. I'm kind of seeing that with Rainbow also. Perhaps that can be comparing things to the past. Just some kind of thing that's, you know, kind of bringing the wool over your eyes. But on yourself, it's like you're caught on thinking something about something that's like muddling your mind all around. Vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you, so perhaps it's that. Wind chimes, peace and harmony. So you're going to find your peace with this situation. I think the biggest thing is not focusing on it. Perhaps somebody treated you poorly in the past, and it's about letting that go and focusing on you. We have shield. You need to defend yourself. Perhaps you're still in this situation though, and this is about learning how to defend yourself here. there's something you need to say. Actually, I did get in your meditation about the throat chakra and a feeling of suffocation and a need for balance. So doing some throat chakra work might help you. For one, okay, I would say both throat chakra as well as third eye chakra and even crown, so that you can get that clear thinking, but then also voice what you need to. But you want to make sure that you're in a clear place to do so, you know. So especially with rainbow here, like chakra work will be very beneficial. And lastly, we have dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. Well, that is beautiful. We are going to be a little bit off here, but that's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get your tarot. I do really love these cards. All right, spirit guides and angels. Messages. Oh, there we go. Messages for group 2, please. What does pile 2 need to see? I like how that one kind of spun around. We'll see what that was there here in a moment. Okay. So we have here the 9 of Wands. So I would say for sure that this situation is getting a little out of hand, feeling like a lot of pressure. You definitely are feeling like you want to escape this. I'm getting, because it's like this woman up the tree, I'm getting that feeling of like, don't bark up this tree. So perhaps that's something you said, perhaps that's something you feel. But there's a lot of growth in this situation, and you've actually grown and matured a lot from this situation, whether you feel like it or not. Alright, and we have the 9 of Chalices, 9 of Cups, but it's in the reverse here, so yeah, it's like this is not something that you wished for, this is not something that you want to deal with. However, I do feel it is a part of your journey, and for a reason. I think it's sparked the spiritual growth within you, and it's also taught you how to sort of stand alone in your power. It's taught you how to be mature despite whatever it is like that you faced. Okay, so yes, and then we have here the 6 of Swords in the reverse, however. So yeah, you've kind of felt lost for direction. Kind of caught in the turbulence of it all. And not able to see the guiding light through this. So know that there is a guiding light through this. I think a huge part of it is that it's given you this chance to grow as a person, to be able to be mature and to not, you know, follow suit, or you know, it's taught you to take the high road, even if it still has been feeling turbulent. But we did see peace and harmony is coming your way. I think a huge thing though is, you know, allowing that to be, giving yourself space for peace and harmony now, by means of, you know, meditation, doing things for your highest good, you know, listening to that guiding light within, and just taking a moment, taking a breath. Maybe even actually setting up some wind chimes, and, you know, whenever you hear them, just take a moment, embrace it. Because the more you allow yourself to just feel at peace, no matter what the outside circumstances are, the more you'll just be in that place naturally. And the more peaceful life you will just live. But I do see peace is coming no matter what. There may, of course, be some moments of turbulence, like you might have to really stand up for yourself in some way. But let's see what we have here. So we have courage. This is the strength card here. And so definitely you will be standing up for yourself. You know, if you see they're battling, they're standing up to this, what's actually the jinn, but you know, in the image it's a snake. You know, it's just like in Aladdin, or just in the 1001 Nights tales, it's I'm being given something from 1001 Nights, but I can't think of the exact words. If I can think of it when I'm editing, I'll put it in, but it's one of the tales, but it's not this tale actually. It's a different tale about a gift from the jinn. I'll have to put it in when I think of it. But I also keep being called specifically to valor, the El Valor. For some reason that word specifically is standing out. Perhaps it's having to do with like validity, making sure that, because with the self-delusion as well, you know, sometimes we can't actually be feeling something on a deeper level, but then we create these like demons, these monsters, we make it bigger than it is, and make it harder for ourselves to get through it. So it's like sifting through what's fear and what is your mind kind of summoning up things, and what is valid, what is actually causing this feeling. Alright, well, definitely you're going to be standing up for yourself in this situation, but once you get clear-minded over it and attain that peace first, get the clear mind, It doesn't, of course, peace is like something that you can like always pursue, just like, you know, the pursuit of happiness. You can always pursue peace, but it's like honoring the present moment, honoring that it's always there for you. It's a matter of surrender and allowing yourself to be at peace no matter what's going on, because the world's always going to have, you know, an intricate balance and beautiful chaos. Like, I call it beautiful because really it's so wonderful how complex. Like, I love the complexity of humanity in the world because, you know, it creates so much vast, abundant possibility. But yeah, it's like kind of surrendering, accepting that that is part of reality, part of life, and choosing to be at peace anyways, and just taking time in silence and, you know, creating that peace for yourself. Spirit guides and angels. Oh, that's quite a bit. Okay, it's definitely for you though. All right, so we have my challenges help me grow. Always don't be scared of them, even if you don't see it at the time. Their sole purpose is to make you stronger. So that is definitely what we saw there. I am grateful for this body, this mind, this soul. Your body allows you to get up every morning and live. Your mind allows you to feel alive. And your soul is the one that allows you to have meaningful connections. Give thanks to them daily, and that will also help bring you peace. What I seek is seeking me. The universe is so generous that it can't wait to send your way whatever is necessary to help you in your journey. Just open your mind, the door that leads you to the infinite possibilities, and accept that you are an unlimited being. So yeah, again, accepting the chaos and seeing the beauty in it, because it brings the abundant possibilities, you know. And I kind of just love that the detail, it's like kind of about that intricate, delicate, beautiful chaos of the stars in the night sky, and the, you know, there's like so much going on out there in space, and that chaos can seem overwhelming, especially on the earthly plane when we like are experiencing, you know, some of the chaos that can happen. But, you know, just appreciating all that there is out there, and that we can, you know, navigate through that, and to know that what you seek seeks you, that there's a reflection. I'm getting as above, so below, or the heavens, that the earth is a reflection of the heavens. I believe in myself. If someone you care about needed encouragement, you would show support and faith. Then why wouldn't you do the same for yourself? Give yourself the same treatment you would give your best friend. Especially if you're not getting that somewhere that you expected to, you know, give it to yourself instead. You know, if you need to be your own parent, be your own parent. If you need to be your own loved one, be your own loved one. And, you know, don't accept less than you deserve. And if there's not an equal exchange, you know, look at that and decide what to do that is best for you. I embrace my unique individuality. Follow your heart, not the expectations of others. Have the courage to ask yourself, who am I, and embrace it. Definitely getting that courage card in the facing the Jinn there. You know, if that's somebody's expecting something of you, and that's where you need to defend yourself, where you need to stand up for yourself, you know, fear not, face that. I choose to let go of fear. Fear keeps you stuck in one place. Take one fear that you have and notice the power it has over you. Then see it for what it is, just a thought. Beautiful. So you are going to be releasing those fears and choosing peace instead. I forgive those who have harmed me in my past and peacefully detach from them. Forgiveness plays an essential role in your happiness. Forgiveness replaces the sorrow in your heart with love and peace. So, and even if this was, you know, a matter of the past, it's still important to, you know, give that forgiveness, even if you're not facing it now, but if you are facing it now as well, still forgive, but don't forget. Make sure to take care of you, put yourself first, but especially if there's like, you know, an unequal balance there, but still forgive, find that peace. All right, let's go ahead and get your cards. Ooh. We have a web here about manifestation, but also about facing those fears. That way you can like align things better. I'm also getting that what I seek is seeking me with that. So yeah, it's like about manifestation, clearing the fears, clearing the air so that it really helps you attract that good to you. Windows of possibilities I'm getting with this puzzle piece, and getting clear-minded. Yeah. We have a stocking. So that is about, you know, it can be about Christmas time coming up, but it can also be about little surprises. That's what I'm getting with that. Also about putting one foot in front of the other and taking baby steps. Alright, we have the swan here, which is about coming into your own. It's about grace. I think you've been a very graceful, mature person. These lessons taught you a lot about that. We have a cat for independence, for sure, in believing in yourself. A moon for, again, about letting go of the fear. Perhaps looking into the moon cycles will help you release. You can release with the, you know, full moon towards the new moon. That's like a good period to release things. We have a Scorpio pendant here. That could be having to do with you, having to do with somebody around you. It could also just be about Scorpio, like, you know, what how that house is about. Perhaps even looking in your birth chart at what house that is for you. But Scorpio, you know, is very much so about death and rebirth, about understanding the mysteries of life, connecting on a deeper level. Also, like, you can feel things on a subtle level, and you can call out lies very easily, but try to make sure, really look at things and try to balance out what is fear, where is self-delusion coming in, like what's something you might be creating out of fear, and what is like actually stemming from something where you feel this like distrust perhaps. We have the ghost here. It says boo, and it kind of looks like it's dancing. This could be about ancestors walking with you. This could be about just this past Halloween, Samhain, but perhaps also, you know, it's because they're reaching out right now because, you know, the veil is the thinnest at Samhain, and we're still kind of in that, you know, they can still reach you. We have the 4-leaf clover. Beautiful. So that's about luck, of course. I like that this one is blue because we were talking about the throat chakra. So I definitely feel like you're going to get a boost when you stand up for yourself, for sure. Again, make sure you take some time to get clear, but you are going to get a little boost as you do that, especially if you start cleansing your throat chakra. Alright, well that is it. I will leave this here. I thank you so much for being a part of my journey and welcoming me to be a part of your journey as well. And until next time, lovely folk. Hello and welcome, lovely folk. We are getting into pile 3's reading here. If you chose this pile, you have chosen 𝕃'𝕌ℕ𝔼. We are going to start off with tea leaf. I don't know why I just did that. We're going to start off with tea leaf, then we'll get into the tarot. I will perhaps clarify if needed with the Enchanted World Tarot, move into Happier Me affirmation cards and charms, of course. Alright, so let's go ahead and start here. Okay, definitely here. Okay. Well, you know what? This is peeking out to quite a bit there. Alright, let's pull these aside. Alright. Firstly, we have wealth. We have marriage. And I keep saying this, but for one, pile 2 had that card as well, but also nearly every single monthly reading for the different signs had either love or marriage. And I was saying how I feel that it's about next year, and I feel like there's some big heart chakra opening within that year, and as I say this, it just started to pour outside. So yeah, there's going to be some kind of release, some kind of cleansing within the heart space of all people, because it feels very worldly. I don't know what it is that's going to cause that, but I just majorly feel that. Alright, and then we have April. Okay, that month may have significance. It could be your birthday month, it could be this past year, or it could be this upcoming year, that month has really been significant in some way. Wow, and just like that, the pouring has subsided. It was just for that moment. Heart, and of course we pull this. So heart, love, deep affection, and caring. So I think this pile especially, is going to have this heart chakra healing. We have stork. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. Wow. Perhaps some of you will be giving birth in April if you already are pregnant right now, and if that is the case, congratulations. I see it's going to really open your heart wide open. It's gonna be so beautiful. Okay, and then we have bouquet, and of course it doesn't have to be everybody here. It can be a new business opportunity, as this said, or the birth of a new relationship, one where that might lead to marriage. But especially with wealth as well, though, it could be both, Okay, so bouquet, compliments from an admirer. So definitely for some of you who aren't already in a relationship, you might be soon. So Look out for that. We have butterfly, a change for the better. And again, I'm getting this heart energy. Very weird. I just heard almost like a cry. I don't even know how to explain what I just heard. Okay, and then I just heard a scream. You know what? It might be my TV downstairs or something. I think it was my TV downstairs, actually. Okay. We have flute, disappointment in a friend or a lover. You know, I don't believe in coincidences. I only believe things unfold the way they're meant to, and to hear that, you know, perhaps there's going to be some sadness and letting go, or just a disappointment in a friend or a lover. But it's interesting because we then have this bouquet. So for those who aren't in a relationship, and I don't want you to fret, only take what resonates, because if you're in a good relationship, and like, it doesn't mean you're going to have this disappointment. I mean, and it could even be elsewhere in your life, or it might not even happen. It's just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But for those not in a relationship, or even those who perhaps are, but it's like kind of coming to an end, or just recently has come to an end, I do see a blossoming happening very soon. You're gonna perk right back up. Wreath, sorrow over a loss. So that again could be that disappointment. That could be, you know, sorrow over something that has ended, a relationship that has ended. But know that it's a change for the better, and you are going to move on to perhaps an even more committed relationship in the future. Here soon, I feel, actually. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. I think for some of you that is that precious bundle of joy. And for others, that could be something to do with the admirer. And with it being a diamond, you know, some of you, it could be about a proposal with this marriage. We have apple, temptation will test you. Now, this is going to be something not easily seen. I want to note that the snake there, if you can even spot it, it's very difficult to see in this image. So I would say very much so ground yourself. It will help you more readily see that. And just keep grounded. Keep aware of any time. You know, try to practice your self-discipline, your will, because that can help you if there's an external factor. We have wind chimes, peace and harmony. This also came for pile 2. So some of you may have, you know, picked both piles there. So know that no matter what, this temptation might be, the grief from this loss, you are going to find peace. it's a change for the better. And your heart chakra is gonna bust wide open. New creative ideas, sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So again, yeah, this changes for the better. You're gonna get the fresh start out of this. Some of this is gonna be that business opportunity, one that leads to wealth, I might add. And we have that valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So make sure you ground yourself, because it's going to A, really help you face that temptation and see it, but also it's going to help assure success and wealth. All right, let's go ahead and get your tarot. I feel these three fell out for a reason. Spirit guides and angels, messages for pile 3, please. Messages for pile 3. Okay. So you are feeling like out of your, oh, what's that term? You're feeling out of sorts, but that's not the term I'm thinking of. Out of your wits, okay. You're feeling out of your wits, you're feeling, I feel stress, I feel like, you feel like you can't delegate. You're feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. I like to note, she looks like she's wearing a warrior's, like a Spartan, or a Roman, I'm not sure what, helm there. And so it's like, to know you're a warrior, this is in reverse, but it's like, you know, that's still your energy. You're just feeling out of it. So it's like, you are the Empress, you're just feeling kind of detached from it right now. So again, that's about grounding. That's the biggest thing. Grounding, making time for peace and harmony. It's going to be very important for you. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So also, I'm getting that song, Ain't No Mountain High, Ain't No Valley Low, Ain't No River Wide Enough, Baby. So that song, but also just the fact that that card is valley. It's like, sometimes we have to, oh, and I just got, Through the Valley of Death, that saying, I walk through the valley of death. So, and the valley is very much so kind of like, you know, facing the lows and being accepted, grounding yourself, and taking what you can from them to move forward, to move over those challenges, over the hurdles, over the mountains. Like, you have to walk through the valley to like climb the mountain, you know, to reach that success. So, you know, sometimes it's kind of like shadow work, the valley. You know, it is where all the shadows can hit from, not always, but like, you know, for sure, there's, the mountain can like create shadows in those valleys. So it's about shadow work is what I'm getting here. 9 of Cups in your challenge position. Also, I want to note we have a pregnant woman here, so definitely some of you could be pregnant right now. You perhaps will be, so you know, if this isn't something you want, you're very fertile right now, so you might want to have precaution with that, especially with temptation will test you. but I think some of you already are pregnant, and you might be feeling worry. This is for everybody. You might be feeling worry about fulfillment. Will you be able to attain things that you want? You know, can you still make your dreams come true? Especially if you are pregnant, you might be worrying, like, is this going to stand in the way of my dreams? And I see it's not. I see you being a super mom, and you know, if you're a father, like, it doesn't necessarily even have to be, you know, a woman here. You could be a father figure, or a masculine energy, let me say, but perhaps you are like about to be a father, and worried about like time and how it's gonna affect your business and that side of things. And I see you being, you know, super dad, and being very good at getting in harmony and, you know, finding that right flow for you. So it is going to be a little bit of a challenge, of course. It's going to take time to figure that out, but I see you figuring that out. I see this being kind of actually a fun journey into figuring that out. And if you're worried about if this will stand in the way of some of your dreams, don't worry about that at all. I see a very well balanced life here. Actually, it's quite beautiful. You know, we have wealth, marriage, we have receiving, giving a precious gift. That right there speaks of balance too. Creative new ideas, ventures, peace and harmony, love, affection, caring, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Like, so much here about a good balance within both areas of your life. So I don't see that being anything you have to fret about, but something, of course, that you will pay attention to make sure that you have a balance. Okay, we have here the Queen of Cups. So some of you may also be worried. Okay, I see two things here. For those who, again, know of a pregnancy or worry about that in your life, perhaps you even already have kids and you worry about these things. And some of you might worry like, do I have the emotional strength for this? Do I have the love to give? Especially when perhaps you don't always feel like you got it all down for yourself. Like, perhaps your self-care routine isn't perfect, which is okay. It's never going to be. But perhaps sometimes you beat yourself up about that and feel like, how am I supposed to do this? So again, I think this is all coming back to grounding, relaxing, knowing you got this, knowing you'll figure it out as you go along, and to give yourself some credit. And make time for that peace and harmony and grounding and self-care. I know that's easier said than done, but I definitely feel you will find a way to make that happen. And we have Three of Swords in the reverse. So, oh, and I forgot to mention, so for the others, I think that this Queen of Cups is sort of you, like those without kids. I'm feeling like sometimes perhaps your emotions take over, and especially if you've been bereaved in some way, or it doesn't even have to be that, but just somebody left your life, like walked away, just some kind of grief and loss. Know that this was a healing period, especially you were attracted to this reading, it was the star cards. That's a lot about healing, about aligning yourself for your highest good, about hope, inspiration, new beginnings. So know you will reach those new beginnings I'm being given. But especially with 3 of Swords here, you're moving past this. It has been a challenge, but you are moving past this. All right, and lastly, we have the 8 of Cups. So for some of you, perhaps you're at the end of, you've thought, like, only if you've already felt this way, you've felt like you're ready to walk away from someone or something that's not fulfilling anymore. And I do see that happening. And, you know, all this still applies. Like, you will move through this, you will take some time to heal, and ultimately it'll be a change for the better. You're going to really appreciate taking this journey for yourself. Interesting as well, because I did get doors, specifically the swinging doors, like in old westerns, those swinging doors. So perhaps there will be like doors swinging open for you, like a lot of possibilities coming up. Okay, and the song, Moving On Up. Okay. And we have the 6 of Pentacles. It is in the reverse here, so I think perhaps something in your future that you will be working on, or you will be noticing. Let's put it that way. You're not quite to working on it yet, but you're going to be observing the exchanges in your life, what isn't balanced. Perhaps for those who leave a situation, it's what really sparks that and allows you to see it everywhere. And again, not accepting less than you deserve from there on out. So it's a beautiful, empowering thing. All right, let's go ahead and get your Happier Me. Spirit guides and angels, messages for pile 3, please. What does pile 3 need to see for their highest good? Messages for pile 3, please. Okay. What I seek is seeking me. This also came out for pile 2. Okay, apologies. So what I seek is seeking me. The universe is so generous that it can't wait to send your way whatever is necessary to help you in your journey. Just open your mind, the door that leads you to infinite possibilities, and accept that you are an unlimited being. Perhaps that's also reminding me of the door swinging open, especially this door is swung open. The power to change my world lies within me. If you concentrate on the negative, you will only see problems. If you concentrate on the positive, you will find solutions. The power lies in your thoughts. Don't sabotage yourself for something that hasn't yet happened. Okay. And we have, I forgive myself for past mistakes and failures. We are not flawless, and we never will be. A mistake does not make you a bad person. It makes you human. And I'd like to know we learn from them. Like, they're actually wonderful chances to really spiritually evolve and grow. All right, so let's go to grab your chart. I love the bell. Again, about opportunity. The bells are ringing. It can be about the news of a birth or new business opportunity. Just any kind of news. Also with the wind chimes, it's going to remind me about peace and harmony. We have the anchor, so grounding yourself. Very much so. About grounding yourself. And maybe chakra work. I think that came through quite a bit for pile 2. And the foot, which I did get in pile 2 also, about taking baby steps. Theirs was a stocking, but it did remind me of that. But this foot is very much so baby foot. Again, about pregnancy, a baby coming, but also about taking baby steps, taking it one step at a time, not fretting. You'll learn as you go along. Keep your peace about you. Keep your head about you. Ground yourself, anchor yourself, and you will figure it out. I promise you. And we have the black gemstone here, which is about, this can be about new beginnings. It can be about, letting go. It can also, it's reminding me of, especially for those of you who also are called to pile 2, this can be about stones that can be protective, stones that help kind of absorb that energy, so perhaps look into those. There's like black tourmaline, and there is, that one's really standing out, and there is, okay, I'm being given black opal, is that? And then, what's the one I'm thinking of? Obsidian. So look into protective stones perhaps to really help, especially with that energy exchange card coming out. You could be dealing with energy vampires even, so it's good to have something help in that energy exchange there. So I will leave this here. I thank you so much for being a part of my journey and welcoming me to be a part of your journey as well. Until next time, lovely folk.